And welcome back to Fate of the Pods, your favorite podcast of both RS3 and real life content. I'm Aerro.
And I'm Rainy Day.
And we're back again, another week of This Week in Podscape. This week coming up, it's November. Happy November, Rainy.
Yes, happy November.
So with the fall comes our lovely fall tradition of our 6th double XP live of the year. Yeah!
Yay! I can't wait.
That goes live this Friday at noon game time, November 5th. It's the usual that we've done before. You get 10 days, 48 hours to use of double XP. You can turn it on and off as you wish. You know.
Yes, and remember that if you unpause it, it has to run for at least an hour. So keep that in mind.
True.
But yeah, do you plan on using all 48 hours?
I was just gonna ask. I will probably use all 48 hours just because with my schedule, I have, starting next week, I have essentially the rest of the year off. So that's pretty nice. So I'll probably be spending a good amount of time online. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I think I already told you I'm getting 120 Hunter is my plan. But then after that, I just kind of freeball it, just YOLO, see what it's like. I might go. I'll probably end up at portables at some point because I like to AFK.
Sounds like a plan. I'll be
PVMing, don't lie.
No, stop.
Rainy will pause it as soon as she logs in on Friday and won't start it again until like the next Wednesday.
This is off topic, but we have a friend, Vic. I think we've mentioned him once or twice before, but there used to be this like ongoing meme where as soon as DXP would start, he would go to old school, and then on the 9th or 10th day, he'd be on RS3 again. He'd like, all right guys, what do I train? And it'd be really funny. He'd be like, LOL, I have 47 hours and 50 minutes. But yeah, I think I'll be doing construction and then prayer a little bit. I'll just be going back and forth, going for the 120s I don't have. I still have quite a few, but I'll just be training skills that are lower.
Nice. Good plan. Get those skills in that would otherwise break your bank if you have to spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
So, moving on, Rainy's favorite part of the week, patch notes.
Patch notes. Yeah, I live, laugh, and love patch notes.
You girl boss, gatekeep, and
gaslight.
Gaslight, yeah. Patch notes.
So for the Zekar front, we have quite a few changes that have been made. So the bad exchange rate achievement has been fixed. Zuck has this seeded rainfire attack, and if you this past week were hugging the barrier to, I guess, avoid it, you will no longer be able to do that because his attacks will now reach you. So yeah, there's so many things about the boss that people uncover and they're like, yeah, you can do this, and then Jagex is like, damn, this wasn't intended, and then the next week they're like, yeah, no more of that, y'all have your fun. But
literally.
And then, a lot of things that weren't added to the adventurer log has been added. So like when you get a kill, your adventurer's log says that you got a kill. So
I feel like that's kind of been a recurring theme throughout of all God Wars Dungeon 3 is that like either the drop logs or like adventure logs, something with the drops, like nothing ever worked out on the first week like it was intended to. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And so when it comes to the quiver, I don't know if it's all quivers or just this new one.
I'm assuming the new one.
Okay, yeah. So when you
But maybe it's all. I don't know.
Yeah, good point. But y'all will figure it out when y'all need to reload your ammo. But if you're reloading the same ammo, it will just add on to the ammo that you've had rather than just replacing it, which is really good, really handy. Like it's definitely an important fix, which for some reason this has been reminding me of all of the bugs, the minor bugs that like the Grand Exchange has, and it makes buying things is such a pain. But that's for another time. We're going to focus on patch notes. But remember what I said about this damn grand exchange that we have on RuneScape, because it's been making me mad. But anyway,
Okay.
um, so moving on, the Death Spore arrows from Croesus, they work as expect as sorry, I'm stuttering, y'all. As expected when doing the Zuck boss or the Zuck front. So
Yes.
arrows are consumed upon use, and the special effect, the Sprout from Death, does have a chance to trigger now. And a few more, the Jad souls that I'm pretty sure. I think all Jad encounters count towards your Reaper task,
Yes.
which is really helpful.
Yes. So now
Imagine, yeah, wait, what?
they weren't that first, I think, couple days. I don't know if this was hot fixed or just like fixed today on Monday as we're recording this. But the Jads in the Zekar front were not previously counting towards Jad Reaper task, but now they should be.
So that's pretty big. And the last most important, one of the most important fixes, I believe, is that you can no longer exploit Haraken by teleporting out at the right time. So once you kill Haraken, it won't let you like teleport out to where like you can't continuously continue killing him for
Right.
KC.
Right. I should have taken advantage of that while I was able to. I
Yeah,
mean, a
this
lot of people were
whole
getting
last
like the pets this past week.
yeah, and the thing is like I was lazy this entire free death week, which sucks because I still don't have a normal mode kill, and I just don't have the confidence to go in and like pursue this boss. I know that onyxes are like super cheap now,
Yeah.
and like dying with the ring of death is nothing, but I'm still not motivated to go. But it does seem like a very fun encounter. I'm just super lazy these days.
Relatable content as always, Rainy Shade.
Absolutely, yes. Thank you. Um, there's a bunch of fixes, hot fixes that were fixed last week, and one of the big ones, for example, is the Scripture of Full. It increases the damage received instead of reducing it. I bought the book, I think, on release, and I'm kind of bummed about that because this book will now be kicking my ass
Damn.
because the damage is going to be increased, the damage that I take. But
Yeah,
it's
that's what I thought it
perfectly
was
fine.
supposed to be.
It was supposed to, but it was helping us out
Oh,
extra by reducing the damage we take.
who snitched on that one?
Yeah, I know who. It's those damn streamers. No, I'm kidding.
Um,
But
Along with that, the Magma Tempest ability um, should now work for people. I know I saw some like memes that people were like crashing out and DCing from game when they used it in like a certain way. I don't know if like they were auto casting it or what, but people were like just dropping from game when they were using it. So hopefully that doesn't happen anymore. Also, as an aside, the last time I checked, the last Magma Tempest Codex sold for max cash, which is wild.
so insane.
But yeah, otherwise you can check out the rest of the fixes and hot fixes from the Zekar front on RuneScape always. We're gonna move to just some other updates and fixes that happened this week. I'll speak to the resident anima. So with this last week's update, you can now complete your Pontifex Shadow Ring, where you have 1,000 of the anima, 1,000 from each respective boss added to it to complete it. I think we talked about this a little bit in our previous podcast, but just to recap, if you completely upgrade it, you will have a chance to get tier 3 troves at an increased rate. I think it's one every 7.5 minutes now. And also from those troves, you have a chance. It's like, I think it's around 1 in 10, maybe a little higher. Chance to get those Pontifex, nope, to get those Pernix Quiver fragments. So
Is it
anyway,
tier 4 or tier 3 troves?
it's
Tier 4,
three.
right? Oh,
It's
that's a
three.
neck. I'm so sorry for giving out false information. I should have never corrected you.
There is no tier 4, but there's like a tier 3 plus. Let's just say that.
Oh, it's tier 3 plus. Okay, because I was like 3 came out with Croesus, or did it?
Right. You need, well, yes. But you need it like the Pontifex ring fully charged to have a chance at
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah, and you get them faster with the fully charged ring. Anyway, on top of this, if you are someone who doesn't like having to carry around that Pontifex ring, whether you're doing whatever it is of God Wars Dungeon 3, you now have the opportunity to overcharge that ring with 5,000 of each respective anima, and then you gain all of its effects passively, so you no longer have to wear it. That being said, all the animas are pretty expensive right now. Everything shot up big, so if you're listening to this, go grind out one of the bosses and sell the anima, because they're high right now. To further add to that, with the new Zuck boss and the front with it, obviously all that anima was really expensive on release. But people were finding out, or we've known about it, but it was most notable in this last front, that once you as a player charge your Pontifex ring with 1,000 of whatever the respective 4 bosses is, you initially, before today's update, had a decreased chance of getting the tradable version of the anima. So once you charge your ring, then you don't get the untradable version, you get the tradable version, but you had a reduced chance of it. So people were getting less anima after they charged their ring, which they're like, that I'm just not going to charge my ring if I'm going to get slower anima from it. They have now fixed that. You now they have in the updates this week, the increased amount of anima players gain from killing creatures within Sentistan, and having the ring upgraded will now continue to drop anima at a 100% drop rate rather than the previous reduced 1 out of 6 chance. So now people who are going to try to grind to get that 5,000 of each respective anima should have an easier time doing so, which I think is a big update.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a really good one. I looked at my bank, and since I only have quite a few Carapac kills, I barely passed 5k anima of Jazz. So, and the Glacier one I have 20 of, which is kind of embarrassing. So I needed another 5,000. But I'll wait for them to go down.
Yeah, probably smart. I'm selling mine right now just because at the time of recording this, the big ones are 30k each insta sell, which is wild. But anyway, Rainy, any last minute other fixes you'd like to add?
The Barrows Rise of the Six, so the Rot's teleport destination from PVM Hub will teleport you to the well correctly if you toggle it. I think that one has the option to toggle it at the well or a bit away from the well, so that's been fixed. And a few items have been their names have been changed. So for example, the superior tailbone is now the superior longbone. Superior claw is now tribal fin, stuff like that. And yeah, that's about it for the patch notes.
Nice.
Like Aerro said, the full list is on RuneScape.com.
Yes. We'll finish off the podcast with a bit of community announcement here. For this last week in the Zekar front, RuneScape was having the front's world's first race, the first person to be able to complete hard mode flawlessly, and the winner is announced as Lady Elisa. So congrats to that player. Yes, for slaying for slaying the champion of the fight kiln the fastest. Congrats. And with a new month, RuneScape has updated their November community list, where they hold events that can be found on a schedule that is linked to the RS official events calendar, and they have events running every couple of days and hosted. So if you want to take a look at that, kind of see what is coming in the month ahead, you have everything from skilling and chilling to boss masses, to question and answers at the town square with people. So if you're looking for something to do and you're not off of double XP or something, go check out that list and join up some community events.
Yes, there. Shout out to the Ceiling Creation event happening on November 7th. That should be really fun.
Yes. So, like always, thank you so much for listening.
And don't forget to join our podcast. That's the
Yes,
site, our Discord.
our Discord
Um,
podcast, Discord
yes,
podcast.
Discord podcast, correct. And yeah, keep the faith. Thank you all for
Yes,
listening.
we will see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.